Hello, hello, hello! I am once again back developing games that nobody asked for. Anyways, today we are continuing on making a game, but everything is made out of Bomb on Battlefield. Woo! I don't even remember where I left off. I was doing terribly yesterday, so I have no idea don't even remember what I got done. So, let's just play and figure out what I got done. Okay. Yeah, I got movement. I think if I also click, yeah, I can shoot lasers. And I believe that's all I got done yesterday, was just those two things. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of work ahead of me if I want to finish this game in the span of 1 week, but I'm not expecting this game to be anything huge, and I'm not putting it on Steam or anything like that, so it's fine if it's terrible, and it will be terrible anyways, so... let's get started. Alright, first thing I think I need to add, I'm going to need to add a game manager object. This object is going to spawn aliens. Wow. This object is going to spawn aliens that come slowly come closer to the middle. Yeah, it's gonna handle mount rounds, stuff like that. Yeah, I just need a game manager. I think I should put it like right here, 200. If I move the alien back to 200, how far away does it look? That's a decent spot for them to spawn. Oh, you know what? I should add a back wall onto this entire map so that lasers just don't go forever. Except I can only use bomb on battlefield, so... 200. Back wall. And then this collider will just be like 200 by 200. Alright, perfect. A perfect impenetrable wall that nothing will ever get through. This game will work perfectly. I think also something I forgot yesterday. I probably should have done. I'm just thinking about all the things I did wrong yesterday. I should probably tag this. Should probably tag it, like, add a laser tag. And then let's just add an enemy tag, just for stuff like, if I have, like, enemy projectiles, stuff like that, stuff you have to dodge. Alright, objects, laser, let's tag this as laser. Alright, now. I should quickly test, though, that my lasers don't just go forever. Okay, good, they do hit the back wall. You know what? I remember I have a laser script that slowly makes the lasers longer over time because I didn't want them clipping through the barrel. I should make them wider as well so they're easier to see when they get further and further away from the camera. That will be something I take care of later. In fact, right now, for now, I'm just gonna double its size. This needs to be a little bit slower. I'm surprised I actually remember what that number was. If I make that slower, that should all run nicer. Yeah, that looks better. All right. I think first, I know I have this alien behavior script I made yesterday. I did absolutely nothing with it, as you can see here. Except that its HP slowly decreases whenever something hits it. I'm probably gonna have to change that. I'm probably gonna have to add like a public function and something like that the laser actually changes it, because the laser destroys itself. Alright. Let's make a game manager script. Let's open that up. And here, I want to have a wave counter. Defaults to 1. I think what I want to do is there's an exponential amount of enemies spawning each turn. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to do like how many enemies spawn is based on like wave to the power of... Probably going to be like wave to the power of wave multiplier. Or no, wave multiplier to the power of wave. So let's just set this to like 1.5. I guess I need to start with like adding... How many seconds? Let's start with 10 seconds. Okay. Somehow, I need to count waves and just increase the waves slowly over time. Maybe I don't even need to count waves. Maybe I can just do something like at the beginning, like wave equals time divided by wavelength, and I can just do like a mathf dot floor. I mean, like, this should work, right? Because it takes the time in seconds, it divides it by how long the wave is, and then that just says what wave it is. It would start with 0, though. Okay, to counteract it starting as 0, I'm going to add 1 to the wave counter. Perfect math that never had any flaws. If we want to check if a new wave started, if we want that, we can just have a variable called last frame wave, and if the wave changed... Well, I guess we could just add it in here. We can do int new wave equals this. And then if does not equal, then we can do funky stuff in here. Perfect. Beautiful, perfect coding that no one has ever... Yeah. I mean, from there, we just... I guess we need a private variable. Float, No, this should be an int. Equals 0, then we can just reset the enemy counter every time there's a new wave. Okay. I guess, enemies to spawn. We can make our calculation here. Just be mathf dot how multiplier to the power of wave, right? Yeah. And then we just floor it all to an int. And then I guess we also need like a constant in here. Int. How many enemies are on wave 1? Let's just say 3. Then we take all of this. Multiply it by 3. Sounds good. Good math. And then we can just copy this entire line. And we can just do that every single time there's a new wave. Actually, enemies spawned should equal 1. Because we're going to need to instantiate something right as soon as the wave starts. So public transform, and then alien gun, because I want 2 different types. I'm trying to think, though. This could end up seeming really boring. Maybe I just want to spawn every single enemy all at the same time. Every wave. Because the thing is, like, how do we differentiate between spawning the alien or the alien gun? Like, how do we differentiate between that? I could just throw in a random number generator, but that wouldn't be consistent between each round. I want it to be consistent, sort of like the original Space Invaders. I think I spawned them all at once. And I spread them out. No random calculations. I'm never allowed to use the random function. So... We calculate this every wave. I could just do something like that. You know what? Keep it simple at first. Keep it simple at first. We just take this entire calculation. We just change it. Cool. I guess I just have a for loop here, like for aliens to spawn, and then for alien guns to spawn. There is public int aliens per line. And then public int spawn line equals 200. That one I actually do know. Aliens per line. I can start with 10. And he set a maximum for like how many aliens are in a line before it starts a new line, basically. Actually. I'm gonna want the alien guns to spawn first, because those spawn way in the back. You know what? I have to hit out the bathroom real quick, so let's go to this funky little song. What up? I'm back. Alrighty. Let us continue where we left off. What was I doing? Something like wave counters, stuff like that. I need to figure out how many aliens spawn per line. Yeah, I'll figure it out eventually. Alright, so what I'm thinking. Is I add together an int of total aliens plus alien guns to spawn. This will also give me an integer of total lines, which would be total aliens divided by aliens per line. Yes, I thought of this ahead of time. And since this is integer division, I do not need to floor it. Bonus, I think. Yeah. And then I have an int aliens spawned equals 0. So I'm just gonna count through them. And then int current line equals 0. So I'm just gonna count through them just to make sure that I'm like, once I can check that I'm actually, if current line equals total lines, then I can spread out the aliens on the last line. Otherwise they get spread out normally. Let's go! We've got this. Or, I've got this. I think I've got this. Then we spread them out. Else. There we go. And then spawn plus plus and current line equals spawn divided by so aliens per line, yeah. That should be right, yeah, because it starts at 0. Technically, this isn't total lines. This should be called last line, but I understand what it is. And spawn divided by aliens per line into operation. Yep, yeah, that works. That works. Space per line, I forgot about that. Because I need to spread the lines out. Actually, I can recalculate that every single time. It'd actually be easier to recalculate it. Alien line index. So that's where it is in the line, which one it is. Also, I'm gonna add an int for our remainder equals total. It knows what I want. Okay, alien line index equals the in spawned in per line, I believe. Yeah. This is all correct. I'm actually surprised that I'm doing correct math today. My brain is out of it. It's been way too long since I last developed the game, so I am going so slowly. Spread them out. I'm going to do that math later. This one is easier. Instantiate. Alien gun, I believe. Oh, now I'm thinking of other features. Yeah, I should do that. I'm thinking, like, having all of the alien guns always spawn behind the other aliens, because in Wave 1, they're all gonna spawn on one line. But that's not correct. We want them to spread out. So, I don't need a total alien count anymore. Or a total line count. I need a gun lines and alien lines. I need separate lines for both of them. Equals alien gun to spawn. In fact, wave 1. I'm gonna switch these around. 3, 5. I'm gonna make them bigger. I like those numbers better. Guns to spawn. Divided by aliens per line. Gun remainder equals... Perfect. Nice. Okay, these are the numbers I need. Current line equals 0 if current line equals alien gun lines. Else, I do need to do this one now that I'm thinking about it. If current line equals gun lines plus alien lines. And then current line plus equals I equals aliens per line, right? No, it's that minus 1. I think that is a simple way of doing it, right? I think so. Because if I equals the last alien on that line, it equals 0. None of these make sense. Because it'll always start out as 0 on the first one around. I'll do the other math. I'll just add a counter. Equals I... I forgot there was an easy calculation for it. All right. Plus alien gun lines. Perfect. Yeah, okay. And then I think this one is like the exact same thing. Beautiful. I think float y will equal current line times gotta put that in brackets. I think I can copy that exact code and use it over here as well. For the sake of simplicity. I actually don't need this. Okay, I know I was silent there for a little bit. So, basically, I want to spread out the aliens across the entire spawn width. You know what? Let's play some music that makes me sound really smart. For example, Phantom from Persona 5, because I play it every single time that I'm thinking. Okay, so basically, let's say our game width is 200 wide. It's just an arbitrary number. We want to spread out. In fact, let's just pull up Paint. So this is our entire game width. Aliens can spawn anywhere on this line. We want to spread them out nicely. Like we want, if we have 3 aliens, we have 1 in the middle, 1 here, and 1 here. We don't want these ones on the edges spawning at the end, because they'd be half clipping out of the actual range of the game. So what we do is we do some fancy math where we first calculate if we split the. If we divide this into, if we have 3 per line, we divide this into 3, and we figure out what this distance x is here. Now, if we just spawn them based on this, we would have 1 alien right here, 1 alien right here, and 1 alien right here. There's so much space over here being wasted, and this guy is right on the edge. We don't want that. So what we're going to do is we are going to calculate halfway in between x as our value, x1. So then we can offset everything that we spawn by that value so that we have nice spawn points for... So we can offset all of it, so we have nice spawn points here with, like that. Roughly, that's the, kind of the math that I just did, is I calculated this spacing here, and then I did half of that, so I know to offset the aliens by a certain amount, so it looks nice and they're not clipping out of the map. Anyway, fancy math aside, let's actually implement that. Unfortunately, I'll have to calculate that all again whenever I'm doing, like, other spacing, like, for the last line of the gun aliens or normal aliens. Alright. This is your daily reminder to not forget to drink water. You know what? I'm actually going to rename this as normal X offset. Because I am going to copy and paste all of that so I can calculate for alien gun. And alien separately instead of doing that like every single time I try spawning one, because that's just too complicated. Divided by alien gun remainder. And then alien gun X offset. Oh, sorry. X spacing. Divided by 2. Perfect. Now we have those values calculated. So now we can calculate X as... If it's true, we will do alien gun remainder times alien line index plus alien gun X offset. I actually did this one wrong. Gun X spacing. Or, that's if we have our custom line, or normally we just do normal X offset. No, normal X spacing times normal, alien line index times, plus normal X spacing. Perfect. Math! It's brilliant. That's a mouthful, so I'm just gonna copy and paste that. So that we don't need this if-else here, because this is faster than if-else statements. And then we can just take out the gun in all of these. Nice! We've got ourselves some working code. Maybe. And now we just instantiate alien gun. What is it? Position, rotation. We don't want rotation, but we do want position. Vector 3. Actually, we're just gonna do a vector 2. X, Y. Turnian.identity. Perfect. I could test this right about now. I think everything should be in order. I just need to set some other stuff, and then everything will work first try. But does it? Does, in fact, everything work first try? Let me find the song. There it is. Not yet, not yet. I have yet to set up everything properly. We put alien and alien and alien gun and alien gun. Does, in fact, everything work properly first try. And I think I already found a mathematical error because, I think this is 0 on the first round. Alien gun lines, because I think alien gun lines is 0, because that's how it tells if it's on the last line, so I need to add 1 onto that. But, other than that, that one hiccup, does this, in fact, work first try. Wait for it. I think it has to wait 10... Wait! Wait! I mean, it kind of worked. Oh. Okay. Let's only run wave 1. Set wave to equal 0. We only run wave 1. We set the wavelength to like 100. What happens? Because it's hard to tell when all the waves are coming in if it in fact actually worked. Please hold your applause till the end of the show. Wait, why didn't everything spawn in? I mean, it did spawn in for wave 2. I set it the wave to 0, and wave does not equal new... Oh, wave does equal new wave. The first wave is wave 0. No, first wave is wave 1. I'm confused. Let's just copy all of this code. Public. Is the function in there? Public void test. Except we're going to set this to if true. We are going to run test. All right. One final time, we're testing if this works first try, because I have functionally changed nothing about the code. We're gonna see if it's gonna work. Silence in the crowd. Wait! I just missed it last time! Oh, okay, that's why I didn't think it was working, because it just... Oh. Are the waves still running? I thought I set, like, the wavelength to 100. Does the game manager still think it's, like... It still thinks it's 10. Okay. One last try. This time I'm actually going to pause the game because I forgot that that was actually a thing. Did this, in fact, work first try? For the fourth time in a row, did it work first try? I don't think that's a success. I also think I realized what went wrong. That's not a success. Where is it? When I actually spawned them in, I used the vector. I should have used the vector 3. that's supposed to look like that. But does this work? Second try. Did I not save my code? I did. Why do I keep messing up? X of 14.28. Those numbers do not make any sense whatsoever. Also, I can tell this is not working. Wait. This one worked. This guy over here worked just fine. I think it's just this one guy right here did not work. Actually, I just realized another bug with my code. Well, that did not work first or second try. I forgot that I added a +1 to there because otherwise other stuff would break without it. But also this line is incorrect. It's supposed to be alien lines plus alien gun lines +1. You know, I've kind of lost hope for the third try. Even though I've realized that that bug is there, I don't think third try is gonna work either. I mean, it looks better, but this first guy right here, this first guy is always in the wrong spot. I'm gonna have to look into that. Other than that, it looks pretty decent. Let's check this last guy over here. Wait. I mean, they look pretty spread out in their lines. I do realize that the models are way too big right now. I will have to shrink them down, but I think I also realized that it was supposed to go 200 in each direction, I believe. Oh yeah, we're paused. No, it wasn't. What does the ship currently think it is? Max horizontal range 50. I think I wanted that to be 100. Anyways, that game width 200 is supposed to be centered on the x-axis, which I forgot to do. Yeah, so I'm just going to subtract 100 from every single calculation whenever I spawn them in. Which is right here. So x minus game width divided by 2. Perfect. That first alien, though, he's spawning in the very back row at the wrong spot. Let's figure that out. So it goes through all this. You know what? It's because I'm not calculating the current line. I put the current line calculation at the bottom. That's why. Yeah, because I was using a different variable earlier to calculate that. It should be fine now that I removed that other variable. So that actually should be the entire problem. Those two things should fix all the problems. Alright, pause before it spawns another wave. Except for this guy. This guy, once again, He's in the wrong spot. $200. Yeah, he's in the very back row again. Let's check the back row to see everything looks good. Negative 75, 200, negative 25, 200. Yeah, these numbers look perfect. It's just this front row. It's giving me problems. That is tricky. So that would be X and Y are both reporting the wrong position. I mean, let's just... Yeah, honestly, I think that is the problem, so I'm just gonna debug it. Let's just debug it, see what it shows up. It didn't log. Did I forget to save? No, it's saved. Try it again. Maybe that was just a weird thing where it didn't compile. No, it didn't run again. Huh? What is going on? This isn't running. Maybe it's like a NAN thing, or there's actually a problem with it. I've had some times where it just doesn't debug because the input is wrong. If I add that, it should force it to always debug, no matter what. Sometimes when it's null, it just doesn't write. And that time it definitely did compile. So we actually have a problem. We actually have a problem on our hands. I forgot I also needed to change... that's why. I have test code down here that I'm running. I'm not running this code up here. Honestly, let's just run all... Let's just run everything there. It wasn't a bug. It was a feature. Let's just move it all to its own function. And then remove that. Yep, they're all on the same line. It worked. Where are these guys? Perfect. These guys are all the way back here now. Now I have a new glitch. Those guys still look good. These guys don't think that they're in the front line. Okay, they're on line 1. So then... If they're on line 1, what do they think? What do they think that's... Oh, it went back to this. No, 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 no. I Thought I just changed this. Must have been on the other function that I changed it. That actually should be the entire problem. Alright. 9th time's the charm. It'll work this time. Trust me. See? Beautiful. Everything in its proper position, I think. These guys are at 190 on the y-axis. Is that where they're supposed to be? Spawn lines. Base per line 10. Okay. That is accurate. I thought it was 20. Those guys are good. Let's just check the edges. 14. Remember that number. And 185. This version of the code doesn't have 100 subtracted from X. I have to redo all those fixes. Oh well. Tenth time. 10th time it works perfectly. Just as intended. It should be centered now. Negative 85 and positive 85. Perfect. Also the problem with where everything's being aligned on the y-axis. That's supposed to be on the z-axis. That problem came back. Oh, don't worry, this is not what AAA game studios deal with. This is just what me being stupid deals with. I completely forgot that I have 2 identical functions and I forgot to change one of them. Yeah, that looks more along the lines of what I wanted. These ships can be smaller though, so that they're about the size of the aliens. How small would that be? Be like... 0.5? Yeah, about 0.5. I'm not 100% sold on these, though. If you didn't know, I decided to do a game development challenge where I can only use one 3D model for absolutely everything, and that one 3D model that I chose was Bomb on Battlefield. So every single one of these, mustached aliens and ships, and even this ship over here, all of them are made entirely from one 3D model. Right here, Bomb on Battlefield from Super Mario 64. So that's why everything looks terrible. Which is also why I'm not sold on these ships. I think that they kind of work. They kind of work. But they don't look alien enough. They don't look like the other aliens. I might go back to, like, if I go to... Here, I'm gonna... Space Invaders. These are the guys that shoot at you, which is what I'm trying to recreate. And I might actually try to make it look more like those guys. Actually, to be fair, the aliens I currently have look a lot like these guys. Or, they look a lot more like those guys, except they have a mustache as well. I might try creating something more like that, more like a pointy headed alien that just shoots at you. I might try doing that instead. But I will do that later down the line if I want to, if I have time and I want to make this game look better. For now, if I just change it in the prefab, they'll instantiate at half size, right? Yeah, they will. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. That's really good to know. If I... Game manager, first thing, space, they are touching each other. Let's do 20. And if I say... Wave 1 alien count for both of them is 20. That's not 20. That's like... There's like a gap right here. Although, like, having them all side by side, I think it works. It works. They got enough space. Let's just pause. 10, and it's spawning 15 of them. These ones also aren't aligned correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might be a problem with my math. Normal spacing divided by 2. Yeah, that's accurate. Plus normal X spacing. Oh, spacing. This is supposed to be offset. Yeah, no wonder why that was looking wrong. To the other problem, I have a theory of what that is. It probably is doing through this math, where it's doing like math.pow wave multiplier by wave. Wave is 1, wave multiplier is like 1.5 or something like that. So I have to start with wave 0. Okay. Wave 0, so that there's no multiplier. So that's just times 1. Perfect. I also think that this should be like... Ah, wrong button. Like 1.2 actually. Should be smaller. And then that's saying wave 1, I don't want that. If wave is not equal new wave, we can set wave to be -1. We can remove the spawn function from there and we can just put it in update. I do need to find, like, a faster way to spawn them in, though, because, like, whenever I spawn them in, the game hitches hard. Something I haven't had a problem with before when instantiating it. It might be because they're all made of, like, 10 different Bob-on battlefields. That might be why it's taking so long. Do need to change this here. 10, 10... Wave 1 alien count, aliens per line. Wave length, that's a length of time. Let's set it to 20. I think that's a lot more reasonable. Even though you can't kill them yet. Nice, and do they line up correctly now? -90 and 90, perfect! They line up correctly! Okay. I think next I just make them move forwards, right? Yeah, I guess I just make them move forwards now. I can't think of anything wrong with how they're spawning. Yeah. Aliens, this just needs to be a public void. And we'll just call it hit. I think that's something that the lasers can do, if collision dot has component, no, dot game object, yeah, dot has try get component, I think it is. And then out alien. There we go. Then we can do alien.hit. Then we can destroy it. Alright. I guess just... I think this is just a simple thing of... I think this is just a simple thing of... setting its position to less than itself. I think it's something just that easy. Also, this should probably be more like 10. Wait. I can do math for this. What should the speed be? We want it to travel 200 meters in 20 seconds, so that's just 10 meters a second. Yeah, so speed should be 10. Quick math. Then alien. Perfect. Does alien gun have it? No, it does not. Should also add a collider onto this. Oh. $50, 20, and 30? Good enough. And then our alien. Ah. Cool. I think we might actually have a playable game now. We might. in fact, be able to play it now. Let me get some good music for this. Alright, wave 1 spawns. Can I kill one enemy? I, in fact, cannot kill one enemy. Fun fact. You need to kill the enemies when they're dead. I know. Novel idea. But now we have a playable game. Alright, let's start it up. Alright, we have one enemy, 2 enemies down. Let's get these guys over here. No! No! So. Oh no, another wave spawned. But, okay, actually, let's look at this wave. Yeah, that looks like about accurate for spawns. Alright. That's a little difficult. Let us look to the holy grail of gaming. The original Space Invaders for how difficult it should be. Oh. Well, I mean, first, they all die to one hit. They move a lot slower. You know, I think it's safe to say this game is hard. Just a little bit harder than the original Space Invaders. Maybe you could even say that my game is made for true gamers out there. The ones who didn't play arcade machines just to have them easy. Honestly, arcade machines were made to be really hard so that you would spend lots of money on them. We're just gonna dial back the speed like 10 times. Well, I guess the wavelength is already at 100 seconds. So for 100 seconds, we want the speed to be 2. And maybe we can just add another function that tells you when that says when the last enemy dies, it starts the new wave right away. I think I actually need to change the speed here. Okay. Is wave 1 possible? I don't know. I think they're almost halfway across the screen. This might be it. I don't know, it's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be close! You know what? I think that was a rousing success. I take this game, ship it, put it on Steam, get 100 sales. Buy a house in the Bahamas. I think that I have made the pinnacle of gaming right here, using only Bomb on Battlefield. You know, I thought the next wave was about to spawn, like, immediately. I'm still waiting for the next wave. Any second now. Any second. Trust me, it's the next wave's about to spawn. It's gonna be there. It's coming. It's coming. It's almost here. Ah, there it is. You know? We got a playable game. Surprisingly. I think I need one thing, though. Is it possible that... Is time... Yeah, time is get only. Is there a function in here to, like... No, I don't want to build. Is there a function in here to, like, set the time? Well, I guess that would mess up physics calculations. Not that I'm running any physics in here. I am running a little bit of physics. I think I just need to add another private int. Called wave offset. And this should be a float, not an int. It starts with 0. But if every single alien dies... Actually, I'm gonna make this a public static float, because I only want to check whenever an alien dies. I think I could just do something simple like this. Just have aliens keep track of themselves, and then if count equals 0, then... I guess this should be private. There's more information needed than just that. But I can do a public static game manager instance, and then instance equals this. And then I can just add a public void call wave. I think I'd just be able to do, something like that. Equals, the current wave times... wave length minus time dot time. That might work. That might work. plus wave offset. Alright. I might be able to use that to get waves early when all the aliens are killed. Actually, I think there's an even easier way to do this. I don't even think I need to, like, check the timer for waves. I think this waves just always come when they're all dead because I timed it like that. Currently it is. And that did not work. Because we start at wave 0, that's right. I think what I can do is I can just call the spawn function from here, though. And we can just do, like... at the end of this, just, like, wave plus plus. And then get rid of update. Get rid of wave offset. Get rid of the new wave calculation. Get rid of that. Just do that. And in start, we spawn everything. I think that is how I should do it. Alright, let's test that out. Let us see if that works. First problem, it started at wave 2 instead of wave 1. That's okay. I should be able to fix that. I think it worked. Yeah, there's wave 3. And wave 4. Yeah, I think I can conclude that that worked. I wanted this because we are starting on the wrong wave. We should be starting on wave 0. Not sure why the wave count was wrong. Because it's starting at the wrong wave. Although I do want to pause this. It's at like 183, 143. There is an extra line in between them. I may have been wrong about needing a extra +1 for the lines. No. No, 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 no. And just cast that to an int. Because if the remainder is 0, then that should return 0. Whereas if it's 1, or anything above 0, then it's 1. That's where the problem's coming from. I'm actually surprised that I figured that out without testing. And now, let's just pause this. 194, well, it should be like 174, 154. That's still wrong. Maybe a sign doesn't work how I thought it did. Place it with that? It's probably faster anyways. Oh yeah, that was it. That is it. Just one last thing to test. If I do 11 on both guns and aliens. Then this one is 199. Yep, that was the solution. These are all spaced out properly. Cool. We've got a playable game. And you know, with that, it's only been an hour and 40 minutes, but I'm gonna wrap up stream at this point. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, all of that. Goodbye.